Welcome everybody. We're going to have a fun stream today because it seems like alt season has begun. So, your first time here, if it's not your first time here, welcome. Either way, we've got a runner, and it's not from the meme trenches. It's not on base. It's not on Solana. It is not on Ethereum. I'm talking about ATONE. AtomOne is up 7,000% this week. So, what is AtomOne? Who knew about it? What token is it? What's the blockchain? How do I get it? How do I sell it? We'll get into that, but for now, just settle in, welcome, and yeah, this is going to be a fun one because this is the Cosmos ecosystem, and we've actually got some action here. We've actually got some action. So happy to have you. If you're in the chat, let me get this going on X. I'm going to pin it. If you would share it, I would appreciate it. I'm going to copy and paste and do my things that usually you don't see when I'm not live. There we go. And I'm by myself. It's not an interview. It's not a tutorial. Do I put music? I'll put some music. Music is usually gambling because it's AI junk, but I'm going to put some, I usually put the hip hop. It's the most tolerable. Let's see. Too loud. Put it on low. Put it on low for you guys. But welcome, like I said. Happy to have you if you're in the chat. We're going to talk about ATONE, AtomOne, Cosmos. What the heck is going on over there? But I guess we'll start from the beginning. And I mean the beginning of today. So I knew this was going on for a couple days. I didn't buy the token. I'm drinking alcohol-free beer. Don't judge. But this tweet says, All In Bits has been dumping their Atom for ATONE. ATONE is a community-run fork of Cosmos. A former Cosmos founder split from Cosmos. There's bad blood. He launches this network going a different direction than what the Cosmos Hub has been going on. And we'll get to the Cosmos Hub. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't want to say anything bad because then I'm toxic, I'm fudding, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but we'll get to that. So he says, All In Bits has been dumping their Atom token for ATONE since September 28th. It's 3 days ago, causing it to pump over 2,100%. Well, we're up to like 7,100%. This is in 4 days. If you had $100 worth of this stuff, congratulations, you've got 7,000. Do you have it? I don't. I got airdropped it. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to load my wallet. It looks like the Cosmos Station wallet is the best wallet to deal with this token because it's a dual token blockchain and you need this PHOTON, I guess, to do transactions. But there you go. AtomOne. At the time of this tweet, it's about 6 hours ago, it was around $4. We're going to check it out in a sec. I'm going to open ESPN over here. So if you see my eyes going over here, I'm watching a baseball game. I'm not actually watching the game. I don't know why it won't load. It's not really a baseball game. I'm watching the Gamecast, which is like it looks like an Atari game where things move on the screen depending on what happens in the game, and it's on a massive delay. So let's see. I bet on the Yankees. The game is tied. Man, I need them to get one more hit because I do have a parlay. And I know you're not supposed to do parlays, but they need one more hit off of the Red Sox starting pitcher. So got some cool people in the chat. Ambito, it's been a while. Bag agent. What does that mean, bag agent? I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's nothing illegal. I'm live on YouTube and they're strict. Fildo, nice to see it. He's saying Jae Kwon saved Cosmos. He's talking about the founder of ATONE. If you guys are going to chat a lot, I'll just bring the chat onto the screen so I don't have to manually put the messages there, but you can't say crazy stuff. get in trouble on here. Damn, I lost my parlay already. I lost my parlay because in the playoffs, the managers take the pitchers out in the second inning. Unbelievable. Everything else in the parlay is going to hit. But the thing that's not going to hit is I put that the Yankees would get 5 hits off the starting pitcher. They took him out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But this is not about me. This is about ATONE, AtomOne. All right. Let's share this one. So that was a tweet from a couple hours ago. It's tripled since then. Of course, I didn't buy any. I saw this dip here. I saw this dip. This was like my lunch break. I'm like, oh, should I buy some? I'll do it when I get home. I get home. It's like here. I'm like, oh, I'll wait for the next dip. Well, it wasn't much of a dip. This is probably highly illiquid. But yeah, we're going to get to that, cutes. We're going to get to this because this is the ultimate irony here. The ultimate irony is I get blocked. So the way Cosmos is organized is there were 2 companies involved. All in Bits, Jae Kwon. Interchain Foundation, Ethan Buckman. So ICF is more heavily involved in developing Cosmos, all that stuff, governance. All in Bits is like a breakaway, like a runaway child from the original project. So, yeah, I think he's saying, Jesus, I hope it's because of the chart and not because I lost a $5 parlay that I'm furious about right now. But anyway, Cosmos is a tale of 2 brothers that don't get along. All in Bits is over here. Interchain Foundation's over here. I don't know what to make of either. I think founding organizations are terrible for blockchains. They basically bleed the network they created to sustain their organization, the salaries, and all that. Anyway, $13. What was this thing a couple days ago? It was under $1 today. This is last night. This is not even 24 hours ago. So we're at 10x in 24 hours. There go the dogs. Every single time I turn my computer on, dogs are barking. So 7 days. So this thing was 23 cents, 17 cents, 16 cents a couple days ago. There was no forewarning here. I don't think anyone even front ran this. If he started pumping his money into this token on the 28th, and by the way, I consider this a buyback, which protocols should do if they have inflation, buyback. Also, if you want your holders to be happy, buyback. I don't know what repo you guys are talking about in the chat. I don't know what a repo is. I know about the computer things on my desk here. I don't know about the computer things that are inside the computer. I don't know what a repo is. Talk about GitHub, the dumbest thing. GitHub is the dumbest thing. Make a clip out of this. I don't care. GitHub is the dumbest thing. I bet one person can shut the whole thing down or steal everything from there and then fork it or whatever. Anyway, so AtomOne, made by All in Bits, Jae Kwon. And there's the wallet. Look how transparent this is. There's the wallet. That's the founder's wallet, I guess, his Cosmos wallet. And the last I checked is All in Bits has about 10% of the Atom supply. I'm talking about Cosmos, the Atom token, the token with the worst branding, worst PR in history. Do you guys hear those goddamn dogs? Can I say that? Oh my God. My neighbor has 3 dogs. They're huskies. The only time they go outside is when I'm on the computer and they bark. I think they could hear me talking. I think that's why they bark. This is so annoying, man. Haven't done a live stream in like 2 months. And here they are. So we're talking about Cutes. It's an NFT collection on Neutron. I don't know what that would do. you're asking the wrong person. I know about NFTs, how to buy them and sell them and get stuck with them. I don't know. So, man, oh man. Very transparent. This is the All-in Bits wallet. I'm guessing it has a massive amount of Atom staked. I don't know if they're using staking rewards or if they unbonded their Atom. I don't know. And there's the Osmosis wallets that are connected to this. And it's transparent. And the reason why I know it's transparent is because I'm in a Telegram now with the founder of All-in Bits, the ATONE man himself. And he said he's going to sink all of his money into this token and rip it. This is a great lesson in liquidity, by the way, because the current market cap is $1.5 billion. So it's done like a 15x this week in terms of market cap. Let's use those numbers, 15x. So it's gone up 15 times in market cap. And in dollar value, it's over $1 billion. And according to this tweet, the token pumped over $1 billion using only $7 million plus whatever community members have put money into the token. Let's say community members match the 7 million and there's 15 million in new buys going into this token the last week. $15 million leads to almost a $1.5 billion pump. And that's because of liquidity situations. No, not all these people are going to be able to cash out. We all have to know this from what happened to Terra and what happens to every meme token and what happens to almost all the DeFi tokens. But one thing that AMMs are good at is price discovery and capturing hype and FUD, because the token price moves way more than the actual liquidity that's injected or pulled out in an instant. So, lesson in liquidity here. I mean, no one's going to complain if they bought this token at $4 that a couple hours later it's 14, and then maybe you suffer like 20% slippage on the way out. I don't know how that works. All right, you can't hear the dogs. They're going absolutely berserk, but I did do an auto set of the, I don't know what this stuff is called, the microphone thing. It's for the gain, the auto gain. I did that yesterday, and I didn't do it today. Yesterday, I was picking up the dogs on the mic. Today, I'm not. So maybe the auto gain, I bought this thing for no reason. Focusrite. Someone from Juno told me to buy it. I have no idea why I even listened. But anyway, we're talking about ATONE here. It's a big, huge, massive token. The future of finance right here. Best tech, best governance, most decentralized, best tokenomics right here. That's what we're talking about. All right. Dogs are really pissing me off. So you guys mentioned Cosmos, and I mentioned that I got invited into this chat like 2 days ago to be with this pump. It's not even a pump group. It's one dude calling himself a meme lord and just dumping his money into this. This is every holder's dream, that a founder is going to put his money where his mouth is. I don't even know how much I have because I got airdropped in a couple wallets. It's probably the last airdrop I got, but I think I got maybe like 5 or 10 tokens in each wallet. I might have sold it, but I don't know, because people are having trouble selling it unless they use Cosmos Station wallet, which I don't use. So I'll check after this. I'll download another wallet and put 9 sets of seed phrases in there and hope for the best. I don't even know what the right move is here, because this is just getting started. People love Jae. I like Jae. I got to do an interview with him, the most interesting person in crypto. And what makes him interesting is that he's honest. He tells the truth. Even when we were off camera, he didn't really change. He was on camera, and then off camera, it was just him being himself, right? So if you go to the ATONE Twitter, AtomOne Twitter, I don't have it queued up here. They have some tweets, and they've got that Telegram group, it's open invite. They want people to be involved. This is not like a secret pump and dump thing going on. So enough about price. This is as close to alt season as Cosmos people are going to have. So again, $15 million went into the token. It pumps 1.3, 1.2 billion. And people think that's normal, by the way. But let's look at the token, 1.5 billion market cap. Now let's look at Atom. Atom is the Cosmos hub. This is what it was forked from. It's going to flip Atom. Just because of liquidity, the law of low liquidity. It's going to flip Atom. People like Jay, people like AIB better than they liked ICF. Okay? And you guys in the chat, if I'm wrong and you guys saw something recently that I'm not mentioning, put it in the chat. I'll put it on the screen. Just make sure there's no bad words in it. It already did flip Atom. In price, it crushed Atom. But in market cap, Atom's at 1.9, fully diluted, it looks like. And I think it was 1.5 something. It's close. It's close enough. With this low liquidity, it doesn't need much. It doesn't need much. Let's look at Osmosis. Osmosis is the main DEX. According to that tweet, the main DEX is what was used to buy this token. I guess there's liquidity there. I haven't checked. Has to be liquidity somewhere. Who supplied that liquidity? I don't know, but you're probably not happy now because of the impermanent loss. But anyway, let me put a relevant message back up. Here you go. Osmosis is supposed to be capturing all this activity and it's up 4%. So I guess something happened with Osmosis. I mean, it 10x'd Osmosis at least. It 10x'd Osmosis. And let me put this over here. I like having two screens, but I don't like having two screens sometimes. And this is just it's not working for me. But anyway, here's Osmosis. Cutes is right. Magmar, who's from the ICF, formerly Skip, ICF bought the company, said, look, you guys actually know how to talk to people. You're going to do this job. We're going to call you Interchain Labs, whatever. So for the last 10 months, Skip got absorbed by ICF. All they've done is rebrand things and change their position on stuff. I mentioned it on Twitter. I guess my tweets sound very negative. I guess. I've been known to dabble in negativity, but he blocked me. I don't really care, other than now I can't retweet, quote, all the dumb things coming from that account. So I'll just show it on the screen. And it's not a dumb person, but it's a dumb tweet. Look, you guys ready for this, or should I not even show it? It's a dumb tweet. Really dumb tweet. Super dumb tweet. Fun pump. Yeah, I'm having a great day. Having a great day. Bradley Nathan Coe. Is that your real name? That can't be your real name. Do you listen to David Allen Coe from time to time? I do. But anyway, let me get on topic. This is why I don't live stream. I'm all over it. I got screens, dogs, got a baseball game that I bet money on. I don't know when my kids are going to come home and wreck this whole shit. So let's get to the let's get back to the dumb tweet. I'll show the dumb tweet. So here's the dumb tweet. It's a pair of dumb tweets. This is, I think, what got me blocked. So is an original tweet about atom inflation. I'm not reading this whole thing to you. Talking about how the atom inflation was not a bad decision. I don't know if it is or it isn't. In the beginning, this is probably accurate. And this tweet basically took a whole bunch of my tweets, packaged it into one, and then tweeted out as an original thought. I've been doing videos about inflation, especially atom inflation and passive staking, and what a waste of effing money it is to have a staking APR when your chain has no total value locked. The Cosmos Hub is not a DeFi chain. It doesn't matter really how many tokens are staked, but it keeps paying out this 17% inflation to stakers. Sorry, 17% APR that comes from 10% inflation. I'm not explaining that, but that's how it is. And then I reply, this was probably early in the morning. It sounds negative. All right, it was negative. Your analysis, laughable, man. And then he puts the question mark like, I didn't know you've been saying this for 2 years. I've never talked to you many times in Telegram and on Twitter and I've never seen your, I did research, but none of your tweets about Cosmos and inflation and the inflation being too high and paying too much yield to stakers ever came up when I was doing my research. That's what the question mark means. And then I go to reply again and I'm blocked. So it's like 5th grade, drama here. Punching his couch. I don't think he's punching his couch. I think that it's a no-win situation for Skip. Skip is like the only reputable team in Cosmos that I could think of off the top of my head, besides maybe like Stargaze and Omniflix, right? And Akash, right? Now Skip is no more. It's part of the ICF, which no one really trusts unless you're a big validator or if you're an employee. Adriana, thank you so much. I know her. I can't remember how I know her, but I know her. That's the Telegram. I know you can't click that, but I think you could scan it with your phone and do something with copy and paste. I'll share it out anyway. Actually, Adriana, if you could put that on the tweet that's streaming this right now, that would be awesome, because I don't know how to do it while I'm streaming. Very inexperienced streamer. But thankfully, all my information was out there about Cosmos. I'm constantly criticizing tokens and inflation. Not only Cosmos, all proof of stake is like this, and it's done. It's done. Someone's asking about dual token model. I like dual token model in general, only because I don't think one token can do all the things it's supposed to do, especially in a DeFi ecosystem. I don't know the exact dynamics of AtomOne's dual token model. I'm sure Jay thought it out long and hard. He's one of the pioneers of proof of stake and proof of stake consensus and all that and governance, right? So I would like to understand it, so I will look into it. Don't know. I don't know. I have a bad memory too. But anyway, let me go back to this story. This is going to be the worst edit job ever when I try to put this into a 5-minute video. So back to the tweet. I'm blocked at this point. And then I get DM'd like, oh, why are you so negative? Why? I forget what the exact tweet was, but I said all my content's negative. And that's just what it is. I don't like proof of stake in general because it could so easily be improved, and it seems like no one's doing it. And my guess is because the improvements don't directly benefit founding organizations or validators. Validators control everything on the chain, and the whales and foundations that delegate to those validators control the validators. Okay, so they're not going to pass anything through governance that doesn't directly benefit their bottom line. So long story short, and Ambito saying other Cosmos tokens have pumped. That's because Osmo pumped. When was the last time Osmo pumped 4.5% a day? I'm not ready to sell anything into this pump. I think it can go higher. So even though I'm not holding a massive amount of AtomOne token, I have other stuff that maybe I want to sell into this pump at some point. I can't even tell if this is racist or not against East Coast Americans. You just doxed my location, by the way. So, oh God, I just watched this movie today. This movie was on today. I don't know if that's why you did you watch Ghostbusters 2 today? My kid loves it. It was on TV when I got home from work. She couldn't stop watching it. And Ghostbusters 1 is my favorite movie. It's one of the 4 or 5 movies that I've seen that cannot be improved in any way. You can't go back in time and make that movie better than it is. It's probably my favorite movie, the original Ghostbusters. So, yeah, Bradley, I agree. But anyway, long story short, my being blocked and being invited to the AtomOne Telegram, where they're just talking about conspiracy theories and memes and this ATONE token, I will take credit for the pump, even though I have not injected a single dollar into this token. All right. But anyway, let's try not to be negative. Let's go to, I'm already negative about this damn parlay. Over screen number 2, the Yankee game, it's still tied. This game's taking forever, by the way. It's not even halfway over. Here's what AtomOne looks like. It's a serious blockchain. It's been in development for a while. They launched a token a long time ago. They never hyped the token. They just launched it. It was an airdrop to Atom stakers and maybe some other people. I got it because I was staking Atom. So this must have been over a year ago. Must have been over a year ago. And they're using interchain. It's got the Atom name. I don't see Cosmos here. Oh yeah, I see. Minimal fork of the Cosmos hub, supports IBC and ICS for scalable interchain solutions. So another boring crypto website, but it's very minimal. A retail person, a community member can go to the website and at least get started, see what it's about. Some stuff about governance, the dual token models here. I have not read this yet. And then some notes about security. I don't care about security at all. I don't care about security. 77 validators, way too many. Block time, that's like standard for what Cosmos was doing, you know, up until recently. I think it's a little faster now. But of course, this might change. No active proposals. That's the perfect number of proposals to be active. And we're talking about Cosmoverse here. Where's Cosmoverse? They usually do like a road to Cosmoverse in different cities, and I got to go to one of the events last year. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I live in New York City, so it's easy for me to attend crypto stuff. I didn't hear about it this time, so I don't know if they had it or if I just wasn't in the know. All you guys are on Twitter, huh? Nobody goes to the stream. Nobody goes to the stream on YouTube anymore. I should have streamed this to what's it called? The other stream one where they do video games. Jesus, losing it. I can't concentrate with the dogs barking. They finally stopped. Now I can't concentrate even more. Here's me. Just alert. I'm not pumping the token, but the token's pumping. And at the time it was ripping 3,200%. It doubled. I sent this tweet. I think I was on the way home from work. Yeah, I was on the way home from work. I get home around that time. And many genius KOLs have been crying loudly for an alt season. They know when the alt season is, and they know exactly what tokens will participate in the alt season. Just trust them. Join their pump groups. Let them dump on you because they know. Nobody knew this was coming. Nobody knew. I was in the Telegram and I didn't know. All right. So these KOLs that are geniuses that always make money on every trade. It's amazing. You know, a good trader probably makes money on like 60% of their trades, or a good gambler, 60% of their bets. The KOLs on Twitter, they're like 99%, right? But they missed, everyone missed this, obviously. This is funny. This is Homestead Pleb's 8th alt season. There's no alt season. Only good projects are accruing value. And I really think that Trump meme token in January just took the air out of pump.fun. I don't know what's been going on lately, but man, that was a massive drain, in my opinion. Not good for crypto. But it was there, pump.fun, permissionless platform. Why can't the president's family launch something? It's permissionless. That's what permissionless means. Nancy Pelosi wants to gamble on, Polymarket, on what's going to get passed in the House and what's going to get vetoed and what. Oh, it's permissionless. So there you go. I'm not putting that link on a screen. I don't know what that is. And you're an NFT. NFT PFPs do not have like the best track records on X Spaces and live stream participation. Let me see if I can do something with this camera. There we go. Here in Dead Cat Studios, I want you guys to see I've redecorated a little bit. What the hell's going on here? I got this crappiest web. If anyone could suggest a good webcam, like a 4K webcam that maybe has a little better depth than this, let me know. Don't DM me, just tweet me or something. But my camera, the remote stinks. It's not even the battery. All right. I have no idea what RuneScape is, and I'm not going to Google it, but you could tell me what it is in like 15 words or less. Yankees just took the lead, and I know all the other legs of my parlay hit. I already know. Let's check. I can't see everything. I bet that Aaron Judge would walk in the game. He hasn't walked yet. Okay. I bet that Jazz Chisholm will get at least one hit. He hasn't got. Okay, so I'm still losing the parlay. It's not because of one thing. What's RuneScape? I don't know. And I'm not even embarrassed that I don't know because I don't care. Is it a game? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yes, hockey is soon. Who's your team? Dallas Stars? Are they still a team? Not the Dallas Stars. You're Minnesota North Stars. It's the NFL of video games. It's nostalgic. I'm not a millennial. I did not have a cell phone in high school. I didn't even have a cell phone in college. The game that I played on a computer that was like the best game was Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? There we go. Guys, get a good look at that Dead Cat Studios. I tidied it up for you. Oh, you're Washington Capitals. I'm generally Devils, but I'll watch hockey. I don't know the players anymore. I used to watch one season when I was like 14 or 15 years old. I watched every single Devils game. It's like 80 something games. It was the year that the Devils lost to the Rangers in the semifinals, and it was like the best hockey series. It was the best any sports series I've ever watched. So like my sports, enjoyment as a fan peaked when I was like 14 years old. When I was 14 years old. So Phillies are not going to win. I don't think they're that good. Ask any crypto dev. Why would I talk to a crypto dev? The whole point of my channel and my Twitter, my life, is that I'm not a dev. I'm not a dev. I was never a gamer. I mean, I played like Madden. I played NBA Jam a lot in like junior high school. You ever play NBA Jam? Mortal Kombat, when it was an arcade game? I played that. I didn't play games. The last system I had was GameCube, and I bought it just to play a Zelda game. And then I bought like a baseball game where you could like make your own franchise, and I like stacked my team and just demolished everyone. What do you guys think about AtomOne? Would you buy here knowing there's a liquidity crunch? Or do you think a lot of people are going to unwind once they figure out how to do it with the dual token system. And then maybe the token will die down for a little bit and then pump again. I think the only mistake Jay made here was not to do this through stream swap or something where it was a constant buy going into the token. Maybe like, I'll just throw a number out there, $1,000 every hour or every 10 minutes, whatever it is. I think that would have been cool, because then you'd get the people who think they're experts at game theory and they would try to front run the buys, and then you'd have, you know, maybe MEV. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Get more attention that way if it was like a constant, predictable buy pressure. Red Sox just tied the game. My wife's a Yankee fan. I don't want the Yankees to win, actually. Wait, no, I do. I bet the Yankees. Oh, God. I bet the Yankees to win besides my parlay. Do you know this for a fact? He wanted to flip Adam on this specific day. Okay, I'm off for Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur? It's not Yom Kippur. That's what we call it in New York. It's Yom Kippur, I think. I'm off because I work in the school system. And so I wore my white dude for Bitcoin hat. Look at that. $10 off Amazon. I don't understand all the background about ATONE, but I think that Jay will follow through on whatever he says he's going to do. I think he will follow through. Day of Atonement. Is Jay Jewish? I don't think so. I don't think he's Jewish. No offense to anyone in the chat who might be Jewish. This is not a sponsorship. I don't know. Live stream, I feel like I should have a beer. It's a non-alcoholic beer. Anyone ever have these? Athletic Brewing Company. I should do one of those live reads that Scott does for, you know, the fake products. Let me enter that into Grok, right? So I'm going to enter into, this is Super Grok. I think Super Grok is overkill for this. I'll use regular Grok. Oh no, no, sorry. It's the Twitter one that I always use. So we'll do a live read. And we'll come back after this. I'm gonna do a little commercial, and then we'll come back in like 2 minutes. I vaguely know the lore, but I forget a lot of things, and I know it in fragments, so I've never done the deep dive. But I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes. All right. I'm back. Hopefully you're still there. Just check in the chat. I'm losing steam, I know, but this should be funny. I'm going to do the live read. Let's get out of this. I'm going to do the live read for my non-alcoholic beer and grok. I didn't read it yet. I just put the prompt in and I'll do it. Okay, I vaguely remember this. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it though. How's that? I don't want to talk about it. Let's not. Let's not. Anyway, in honor of the AtomOne pump, we just got a new sponsor for the channel. So, DGens, buckle up for a quick sip of something special. It's 3 a.m. You're deep in the charts, whispering, just one more candle, baby, to your Solana wallet like it's the love of your life. Your portfolio's riding a roller coaster, wilder than a Doge meme coin pump, and your Twitter, it's all TA, FUD, and zero DMs from anyone with bots shilling cum rocket. No girlfriend, no gal pals, just you, your bags, and a dream of Lambos. Relatable? You bet. Say hello to DGen Draft, the non-alcoholic beer brewed for crypto traders who live for the grind and not for the group chat. This ain't your normie NA brew. It's crafted with hops harvested from the 2021 bull run. Give me a sec. It's crafted with hops harvested from the 2021 bull run, a splash of minerally HODL tears and a crisp, salty FOMO finish that hits harder than a Binance flash crash. Zero booze, zero buzzkills, just pure refreshment to keep you sharp through those 4-hour MACD marathons. Why DGen Draft? Because you don't need a hangover or a girlfriend when your portfolio is already giving you one. It's the drink for when you're aping into SHIB and knocking off at 5 a.m. yelling LFG to your empty Discord server. No sugar crashes, no blurry-eyed bad trades, just a cold one that vibes with your solo mission to outlast the bears. Perfect for those nights where your only thirst trap is a limit order and your social life is a thread arguing about gas fees. You've all been there. Grab DGen Draft at dgendraft.com. Link is in the bio, obviously. Stay hydrated, stay diamond-handed, and keep stacking those sats, you glorious weirdos. Here's to the DGens who don't need a +1 to moon. All right, how was that? That was for Scott. Scott's out shilling his wonderful product, whatever it's called, Sigia, which I use, and I'll make videos on it as soon as it's consumer ready. And as soon as the Yankees score here, it'd be nice. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. Nice catching up with you guys. Until next time, I'll do this more often. It takes too long to prepare a script and edit videos. It takes too long. So have a good one. I'll see you all on the Telegram. I guess the coffee house. I would like to make the coffee house great again. And hopefully